Yeah.
I feel like one thing that I've come to understand about people is that they think you need a lot of money to invest.
Yeah.
Like I can make a £20 investment and that's all for the week. You
Yeah.
know? Or it might just be £100 and that's it for the month.
Yeah.
That's because that's all I can do that month. So you can start off with very little. A lot of people see it as like, if you're putting a small amount of money, what's the point? But if you're putting a small amount of money over a long period of time, by the time you get to a certain age, you're going to look back and think, whoa, like
exactly,
I really stacked up all of this. You know, depending on what it is, if it's stocks you're buying, land, okay, obviously not. But, I don't know, cryptocurrency. What else is there?
Yeah, there's so many different things. As you said, there's a low barriers to entry, which means actually you can start investing with minimal.
Yeah,
and actually, I would say the key word is opportunity cost. Right now, where are you going to put your money anyway?
Yeah,
that's going to move, going to do something.
Yeah,
right. The savings, interest rates that you get on the in your accounts are so low. So where are you going to put your money in? But that to me is actually the simple question, right? When thinking about where else to put your money.
Yeah,
but you know what it is? I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. Okay, I don't know anything about investing. I'm not really interested in investing.
Yeah.
But what's wrong with me just saving money in a savings account? I'm just stacking my money.
It's being eroded by inflation.
Say that again?
It's being eroded by inflation.
Okay.
A lot of people don't understand inflation. This is the problem. So that's why you see...
I'll put my hand up and say, listen, I don't know much. So
and I love the fact that you can be open and just say, I don't understand inflation.
Yeah, like from what I know, just by using the word inflate alone means that something expands over a period of time. So inflation, for example, could perhaps give context as to why, for example, normal miscellaneous household items steadily increase over a period of time. We look at, let's look at something that a lot of us tend to use, public transport. When you're using, perfect example, yearly, we always hear, commuters, myself included, kicking off about increasing rail fares. And for someone who obviously, I guess in its own way, shout out to COVID in the sense of, because travel costs for a lot of us, especially for those that are working from home, have essentially been like nullified. If let's just say there wasn't COVID and so on and so forth, we'd be at a period whereby we're all stressing out, thinking, all right, they're gonna increase ticket fares again.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. So I guess now that you've brought it up, what exactly is inflation? And how does it directly affect things like, or how does it directly affect the process of ownership in the sense of wanting to invest and so on and so forth? This question is also open to you as well, Rizzy, because I know, again, business owners, ownership, you're both going through different but similar kind of situations.
So I'm going to allow Chidi to explain what inflation is.
Yeah. Okay, and then you can probably, direct your point,
Okay, in essence, when you think inflation, you think time value of money. And the idea is that over time, the value of money today is being discounted. And so if I have £10 today, in 5 years from now, that £10 isn't going to be worth the same. It might well be, £8 or something like that.
Sure.
So actually, over time, the value of the money does change. And so you want to make sure that when you're thinking about what you're doing with your money today, that it's growing and it's keeping up with, we use the word keeping up with inflation, so that it isn't being eroded, but it's actually keeping a pace to make sure that
it doesn't fall behind and therefore lose value over time.
Correct. Okay. So that's in essence, and there are many different products which, all you need to do is look at statistics as to what inflation has been doing over the last, few years.
Yeah.
And then start to think about what products actually act as a hedge against inflation. So if inflation is up 2-3% per year, then in essence, what you should be looking for is products which would guarantee you, in some cases, more than 3%. So that way, your money is moving along with the times.
Yeah.
As you can see, this year has been a bumper year for some people on the investing side.